Aquarius, what is up, Buttercup? We are doing your general timeless reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't force it to fit, and give this video a thumbs up. Helps the channel grow, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's see what's going on for you, Aquarius. I heard time to take back your power. Your first card's out, Magician. 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, who are you letting go of? This feels very, I want to say masculine, actually. It feels very masculine. There's something about it that, I keep hearing disconnected. I feel like you're just like cutting this out. Like you're just done with it. Yeah, 2 of Cups just... Okay, good try, but it's probably, yeah, 6 of Wands. 10 of Swords. You got one more go around with this person. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. We'll see when we get clarifiers. 2 of Wands. Oh, I love this for you. 7 of... Oh, this is a great lesson. I'm not going to lie. This is probably... I loved this lesson. Even though it was really hard, I did love that. You got a lot of 2s. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and the 2 of Swords. 2s are all about choices and decisions. You're going through the lesson of learning to choose yourself. Regardless of how much we love somebody or regardless of how much we want them in our life, you're going through a really challenging... It is challenging. I was going to say, well, not challenging, but it is a challenging lesson of dictating whether or not you're going to allow somebody to have the pleasure of being in your presence, in your life, and in your reality, right? It's not something that people are entitled to. It's something that we do get to choose. Every single one of us gets to choose who's allowed in our space, who's allowed in our heart, who's allowed in our mind, who's allowed in our physical vessel, all of it, right? So I like this. You're going through the lesson of really understanding and harnessing your personal power. And even though this is there's a lot of love, sometimes when we have really strong relationships, our contract is actually signing the contract of being the difficult separation, right? Our contract is not always partnership. The contract we make with other souls could also be, hey, like, let's go through a painful experience to allow us both to see and realize our worth. That's kind of what this feels like. So let's get into some clarifiers here. What do I want to use for you? Bippity boppity boop. Oh yeah, let's use Revelations. Let's use Revelations. I have a lot of tarot decks out today, but air signs, you guys have not been wanting to kind of like conform, which is totally totally cool. If you know me, you know that I do things the way I want to do them, and don't try to make me do anything different. Thank you, Aquarius, in my first house. It's very Aquarian of me. Let's look at the Magician. 3 of Wands. 8 of Cups. Oy vey. You're trying so hard to move forward, but there's a part of you that's very much so pulled back to this, pulled back to this, pulled back to this. 8 of Pentacles, you're like, no, I just gotta keep working, I just gotta keep going forward. You're trying really hard. Ace of Swords, yeah, because you know it's not meant for you. You know it's not meant for you. Right on. Let's look at the 10 of Cups, 7 of Cups. What's confusing you is, this is that like lesson of this and that coexist, which we see all the time. It's just as common as a lesson of surrender, right? And so it's getting to that place of, with the 10 and the 7 of Cups, there's a 3 of Cups in reverse, right? So something that's basically you realizing this is not going to reconcile. I just need to keep building my foundation. But I'm so confused because I have so much love for this person. And it's understanding that you can have all the love in the world for them, but also at the same time recognize that they're not of your highest good. They're not supporting the version of yourself that you are now becoming. And you can love them, but maybe not in a romantic way. Maybe not as your best friend, or maybe not as your partner, maybe not as your business partner, right? Understanding, I love you as a person, but we just don't jive. I'm outgrowing this, and there's something else that needs to take up the space that this is taking up, right? Whether it be yourself or a new individual. 6 of Cups, you got the Queen of Wands and the 2 of Wands. Yeah, you're standing up for yourself. You're like, this is just not something I want to indulge in. So let's look at the contract. There's going to be a conversation about how this new beginning will look between the 2 of you. Neither of you really know how it's... Okay, they are not emotionally available. The offers, they would argue otherwise, but the offers they make, they show up as the King of Cups. And so the offer that they make is one of I think I love you. I think I want to build this with you. And even though they might be saying, I love you, I want to do this. With the High Priestess there, they're really not sure of what it is they're really feeling. They're still trying to figure out what could, yeah, they talk a lot of really sweet, lovey-dovey, awesome talk. But yeah, it's just not meant, no, it's not meant to be how they want it to be. The contract you share is not one of companionship and partnership. It's actually one of separation, because that separation is going to teach you such a deep lesson because of the great love you share. This is very hard. This is a very hard lesson. I went through this. This is tough. This is a tough one. Because it's like, I love you, but I need to love myself more. I need to choose me. Yeah. Ah. Six of Wands, Queen of Cups. Sorry, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups in reverse. So badly. It's like, well, can I have both? How can I make both work? And I feel like the feminine's trying really hard to make both work. But they're realizing that their own cup is not full in the effort to try to recognize this other love, the amount of love they have for this person. Yeah, Magician. And it's sabotaging their personal power. Ten of Swords. Yeah, they get to the place of realizing, okay, this just isn't going to work. Seven of Pentacles, the card of failure, and the Six of Cups on the Ten of Swords. Yeah. Finally just allowing it to go. Yeah, Three of Swords, and accepting that pain, accepting that, the hurt, right? The defeat. It's a tough one. It is a tough one. And I think that's like one of the most difficult lessons for the collective to understand, is so often I think we as a collective with tarot especially perceive contracts as meaning that we're in partnership with that person. But sometimes the contract is actually one where we are meant to cross paths to trigger deep wounds, to learn deep lessons, to accumulate deep wisdom, right? Not fun, but the truth. Two of Wands, Page of Wands, the World, King of Wands. Okay, they immediately take this as rejection. It triggers very controlling or obsessive tendencies in them. There comes their anxiety. Tell me more about the King. Queen, you already, see, it's killing you because you really want to explain, but you know that, yeah, Strength in reverse, you know that you just can't. This feels like a no contact thing. As much as you don't want to have to walk away, you know you have to. Yeah, and with the Seven of Wands and the Four of Wands, and then the Ace of Wands, sorry, Four of Swords and the Ace of Wands, you get to this place of realizing, okay, it's time for me to protect my energy, to really allow myself to heal so I can have this new beginning. Yeah. In divine time, oh, Malanta. They're going to come back around and they're going to test your growth. Yep, Knight of Wands, there they are. Ten of Wands in reverse. It's still going to end. And this is when the ending is finalized. Yeah, because you both master the lesson of learning, okay, it's time for us to go our separate ways and love ourselves. Like, this isn't going to work. They're going to come back in, try to have a conversation, and it's going to be deceptive to both of you in some way. And you both realize, okay, we have to finally let this go. This is weighing too much on both of us. It's creating too much tension. And with the Nine of Cups, it's choosing oneself. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, Queen of Swords, Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's the denial of like, okay, we really got to mourn this because the heart doesn't want to. And with the Hangman there, it's time of surrender as the overall energy. Oof, Aquarius. That's a tough one. Especially if you're Aquarius rising, because that means that this is hitting, the opposite would be like Leo in your 7th house. Guilty, right? And Leo is just in Venus, so if you're going through a lot with your relationships, I feel you. It's okay. It will pass. But it's leading you to a deeper sense of wholeness. Yeah, choice in reverse. Like I said, you have all these twos. And divine timing. Let go of your timeline. Spirit has a plan. You're going to have divine love, but you need to make space for it by really mourning and releasing this. Your environment needs to change. A trip or move is coming. This to me is also a spiritual reset. This could be cleansing, saging your entire house, putting salt in your windows, just really cleansing your entire environment, because by doing so, you allow it to become something that is more pure and more aligned with your highest good. Okay, my dear. Sorry. I know it's not the happiest of readings, but I'm always going to give you the truth. So If you want a personal reading to look into your own situation, so you have something that is more concrete and meant for you versus a collective read, go ahead, book it through my website. You get 15% off your first booking. And if you want a spiritual mentor, life coaching, to become a certified Reiki practitioner, or all the other goodies I offer, check out my website. I'd love to work with you. And like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.